Kia ora everyone. Anyway, it's the 8th of May, and basically we start 48 hours tonight. Now for myself, I just received word from a person who was going to be the original scriptwriter, well, not actually from her, from someone else, Joe Blogs, who I've never met before, saying, oh, I'm coming on board as a writer. So I wrote back to say, actually you're not, bro, because I've never met you before. I don't know you from a bar soap, and I have to actually get to know someone before I entrust the most crucial element of the form to. So I'm going to do the script writing, I'm going to do a storyboard, and basically in a way it actually suits me because it gives me creative control of the movie. The reason why I asked Shanez in the first place was, first, I trusted her instinctively. Secondly, we had met. And secondly, she told me that she was writing a feature film, so I just presumed that she was confident enough to write the script. She's never done it before. Yes. So anyway, so I'm going to undertake that role. I submitted the proposal for a budget to the North City Council. And basically I've decided for Te Whakapouri. Originally I was going to set it back in the 1800s, and I was going to set it in the bush, etc, etc. But what I've decided is to set it in the city. And what I've decided is to set it in contemporary terms. And I actually think that's going to give it a lot more power. Logistically, it's going to be 100% easier. So I am going to go with that. So for me it'll just be a matter of doing the location scouting around here in the North City. This is where I'm first going to look, so I want to shoot at least 1 or 2 scenes here just to fulfill the requirements of the proposal I gave to the council. And some of the scenes in Auckland City. And one of the scenes I want to have burning embers of a fire, and for that scene I'm actually going to have the fire station will have to be on hand as I film that. I'm seriously looking once again at playing Tana Tu, because I feel that I will be able to fulfill that role to how I envision it. The hard part is, of course, having to rehearse all those lines. I mean, that is the hard part, and that is the main bulk of the movie which has to be done, is rehearsing the lines. So I'll just see what happens on the 17th, and if I feel confident that one of the actors there can actually undertake their role, then that will be the way I'll go. But I know I can rehearse the lines if I fully commit to it. So I find out this month for 2 grants, one from the North City Council and one from Creative New Zealand. That was for my actual documentary. So I better finish my documentary if I got that funding about the bro and his life and all of that sort of thing. He's an alcoholic and trying to reform his life. Yeah, and what else? So basically everything's on track. I realised this is who I am. This is me. This is my destiny. I'm an independent Māori film maker. So the rest of my life shall be given towards this. I'll stop playing chess, and that's a big thing for me. It still pops into my head quite often, but to me anything that gets in the way of my filmmaking, I'm not going to do it. So chess is out. It's finished, come with to, over and done with. And so to me it's a real positive thing, because I was spending a lot of time and wasting a lot of time playing chess. And chess is a good game, don't get me wrong, but when it comes before filmmaking, then there's no way it's going to happen. So I've knocked that on the head. So I'm going to start on another script ASAP. What else? Got to go and pick up all the gears from Netco for the shoot. So that's really good. Got all the lights, everything like that. Unfortunately we haven't got a boom mic, so the only one I've got is this one. Unless I can get an extension lead for the microphone, then I can actually make an improvised boom mic, which I prefer to do. Because otherwise people will have to definitely speak loudly, or have to be a lot of close-ups. And for me, I'm not going to even worry about the competition. I'm going to forget about the competition. I'm going to forget about how it's meant to be done. I'm going to do this my way. I'm going to do all the lighting my way. I'm going to do all the shots, all the angles my way. And I'll be honest with you, it's a real challenge, and I'm looking forward to it. And so the main thing is to give it a go. Main thing is to do the best you can do. Because as I said once before, I don't know if I'm a naturally talented director. I honestly don't. But what I do know is that I'm going to become the best director I can be. Now, I've seen some directors work, which I think, to be perfectly honest, is for me anyway, personally, I just found it totally boring. You know? Like, I'm not going to name any names, and these people were getting substantial grants from the film commission to me. Let's get the pay. And it's not out of jealousy, I say, because some of them have passed away. So I don't disrespect the dead, but all I have to say is that it's key components are lighting and all that sort of thing. So yeah, so for me that's the most crucial elements of it. I bought 3 tapes, so I'll be using those. I've got to buy me a $20 card today, phone card. I've got to put some more gas in the car.